Hello fellow cinephiles, Film Guru here. So if you're new to the channel, I ultimately am a big cinephile and I like a lot of movies, so I like to do reviews on movies I enjoy and TV shows as well, and look at, novels to movies as well. I do a wide range of reviews, which you probably can see in my previous video, and I'll welcome you to this channel. So today I'll be reviewing Those Who Wish Me Dead. This was based upon the novel of the same name, written by Michael Korta. It was co-written and directed by Taylor Sheridan. It stars Angelina Jolie, Nicholas Hoult, Finn Little, Aidan Gillen, John Bernthal, and a variety of others. The film really focuses on two unlikely people. Hannah, a smoke-jumping firewoman played by Angelina Jolie, who blames herself for something that was out of her control, and Connor, played by Finn Little, a young boy who's being hunted by two assassins. When their paths cross, they have to work together using their wits and sheer will to survive and stop the threat, all the while trying to outrun a out-of-control bushfire engulfing everything in their path. Taylor Sheridan is someone I really like. I've liked everything he's written, and I'm really enjoying the movies that he's writing and directing, or just directing. He's a really great filmmaker, and he has a great ability to create small and simple but very effective stories. And they're always filled with really captivating, engaging characters that you follow through the film. And this is a great example of that, his ability to do that and harness his skill as a writer-director. There's a lot to like here. All this acting is solid and top-notch, even down to the smallest role. John Bernthal is a really solid actor and is really great here. He plays a deputy sheriff and he's really great in the film. He has this toughness and this ability to convey so much without having to say too much. I really like that about him. He has some great moments throughout, and he's ultimately very believable in his role, and I really like him, and he plays a small but pivotal role in the film. Medea Sanghor, who plays Alison, John Bernthal's character's wife, is really great as well. She's a survivalist and as tough as they come. She's definitely not a damsel in distress, and she's very capable throughout the film, and what she does in it is really great in the moments that she has. And I really like what they do with her in this story as well. I think both Aidan Gillen and Nicholas Hoult are really great here as the two assassins. There isn't a lot known about them, but there's enough here. It gives the audience enough for you to understand who they sort of are and what they do and what they're trying to accomplish. And that's all you really need. And you see the interaction between the two really captures that there's a strong bond between these two men, and not only through what they do, but who they are as people. Finn Little is really great here. I only found out this morning he's an Australian actor. He's really good here because with a character like this, a young kid, they're either really good or okay or bad. And he's really good because he just conveys so much in just these little small moments. There's this really great scene I really like in the film that really doesn't add a lot to the movie, but I think it says a lot about his character. Finn Little's character, Connor, he's parked on the side of the road with his father, and he notices this horse in a paddock, and he goes over and pats him, and his father's fearful of him touching him, but he said, it's okay. He's not bad, he's not dangerous. I think that really says a lot about his character. He's very trusting of things, and he knows who's good and who's bad, and I kind of like this little moment, even though it doesn't add a lot to the film. He's just really solid here. Just giving a really great performance. This young kid who's scared, who's been through this tragedy and suffered a lot, and really feels responsible for what's happened, even though it's not his fault or it was out of his control. It's a very wonderful but ultimately heartbreaking performance, and I think he does a fantastic job. But to me, by far the best character is Hannah, played by Angelina Jolie. It's been a while since I've seen her in anything, and this is probably the best role she's had in a very long time. Not only is she a well-written character, but Angelina Jolie brings so much of herself here. She transfers who she is as a person onto this character, which really makes it very interesting and engaging to watch on screen. She's just has a real presence there. But she's also a damaged character, a character who's been through something that feels responsible for something that was out of her control. And the way she conveys that and the struggle in her is really interesting to watch. I think ultimately Hannah and Connor are both the heart and soul of the film. They're the characters we latch to, they're the characters we spend the most time with, and the characters we feel for. They have an effect on each other that they didn't expect. And they sort of help each other through the struggles that they find and the circumstances they both find themselves in. The bushfire in the film is like another character. It's this relentless force that eats everything in its path, and it keeps coming for things and keeps going and just keeps burning. And it's like this sort of timer as well. It's like this thing that is after the characters, and they have to quickly do what they have to do before it engulfs them or takes over or ultimately kills them. And I really like that. I think the action sequences are really solidly done here and really well put together and orchestrated. And I like the small use of digital effects are effective in it, especially within the fire sequences and in certain sequences throughout the film. I go on this journey with Hannah and Connor and these two assassins that are chasing them. All the while this fire's just burning around them, and you really feel immersed in it, and it really puts you in the center of the whole thing. I thought that was really great. I was thoroughly enjoyed this film. I thought it was really well put together and well made, and this is definitely one of Taylor Sheridan's best films. Final thoughts. In the end, it's really about these two people who blame themselves for something that was out of their control. And it also looks at how far you would go to redeem yourself for what you think has transpired, or what you think you're at fault for. I'm going to give Those Who Wish Me Dead 4.5 out of 5. I highly recommend this film. I thought it was well done. I really enjoyed it. It's definitely on my top 10. It's definitely one of the best films I've seen this year. Anyway, that's all from me today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit the subscribe button at the bottom. Follow me on Facebook. Otherwise, until next time, enjoy the movies.